All right, so let's jump into this little blog post, season 2 modes and previews. I purposely did not read it, watch it, anything. I know there's a video I think attached to it from the tweet that I saw. Didn't look into it at all because I wanted to watch it and read it with you guys. Okay, so Lone Wolf season 2 of Halo Infinite is less than 2 weeks, 2 short weeks away. Why can I not read sometimes? Launch on May 3rd. Exciting new content coming to the game. Last week we took a closer look at season 2's 2 new maps, Catalyst and Breaker, and today we're exploring 3 new modes and additional variants which feature a mix of returning favorites and something new to Halo. Love that. That's fantastic. All right.
King of the Hill. Hill taken. Hill contested. First point. Hill ready. Land grab.
Okay, so real quick, obviously I have kind of invested interest in King of the Hill, so I'm just going to do a small, quick, short little breakdown here. First off, I mean, I love the audio of the game, like King of the Hill, all that. You know, the map looks pretty cool. We'll see kind of what happens with it. The interesting thing, and I just looked at my chat and saw Ben say something about it. The scoring has to be different than what typically King of the Hill is to me. I mean, it literally says like first point. So that just tells me right away that something has to be different. Compared to before, it was like it used to just be total point total.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
What did I just say? It used to be point total point total. I think that's what I said. Meaning it just goes up as you're standing in the hill. I don't know if what I said made sense, but as you're in the hill, your points go up and up and up, and you play to a certain score. But let's check out the rest of the playlist, and then we'll do a little deep dive read into it.
Land grab. 3 zones incoming.
So land grab kind of seems like territories for the most part.
Triple kill.
Land grab kind of seems like territories. No, I haven't read the article yet.
Danger zone.
Skins look sick, dude. Is that a new skin? That has to be a new skin, right?
Incoming. 4 Spartans remain.
Wait, what was that we were just watching? What playlist was that?
Triple kill.
Last Spartan Standing. That's the one that we already played with, right? We already played that, or is that new? Oh, it's not. It's different. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, that was attrition. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, well that's cool. I mean, just straight BR vibes if we're being 100%. I mean, we already know I got that coming, right? We all saw the leak. Spoiler somewhere here, JVP, since we're gonna make this into a YouTube video, but just like boom, spoiler. We'll get to that another time. Like, look at this zone just closing in, right? At least that's what I think it is. It looks like a zone closing in to me.
Danger zone incoming.
Right?
4 Spartans remain.
Very cool video. Very cool. Look, I'm excited for season 2. You know, I think with King of the Hill, we already know it's getting thrown into competitive. We'll talk about that in a second because I have mixed feelings of that. Season 2 is going to bring some new game modes, a few new maps, not a lot. Obviously, it's only 2, but I think some new game modes, new playlists, stuff like that. You know, it is really good for Halo, and hopefully we'll be able to make some magic happen and get some players back onto the game. All right, let's dive into the article. All right, King of the Hill. The return to King of the Hill. You know the game. You know how the game is played, but there's a little bit of a twist to this one. A neutral hill spawns on the map, and 2 teams battle out to control the hill and earn points. When a player enters the hill uncontested, it is captured and begins earning 1 point per second to a capture bar. When a team's capture bar is full, they score 1 point, and a new hill spawns somewhere else on the map. It's kind of like oh man, I felt like I had like, no, not really. I was gonna say it's kind of like Control from Call of Duty, but I don't really, it's not really, it's not at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it is, but it isn't. It's really not. The more I think of it, it's really not. Forget I said that. It's just, it isn't. I was thinking because like you sit in the hill and you cap the point. It is in that regard, but like the new hill spawn thing, you know, just not. Hardpoint. No, Hardpoint is more like traditional. What's up, Cybersonic? Hardpoint is more like traditional King of the Hill, right? I'd say. Anyway, let's jump into the next one. Land grab, control those zones, Spartans. At the start of the match, there are 3 neutral zones around the map. When a player captures a zone, it is locked and gives the team a point. 1 point. When all zones are captured, there is an intermission before 3 new neutral zones spawn. The first team to score 11 points wins. I wonder if that should be tested for competitive. Because, like, so basically for season 2, they've already announced basically that King of the Hill is already in 100%. I don't fully agree with that. I don't fully agree with King of the Hill auto getting implemented in. I do wish selfishly that there were some pro player testings. I wish we were able to really decide, not necessarily amongst each other, but I wish the community was able to decide rather than them automatically being like, hey, King of the Hill is going to be in. It's at least going to be in on the new map, I assume. Because I just tend to go to, what if it's not good? Like then it's not great for competitive Halo. I would have loved to see it get added into ranked players first, tested, feedback, then boom, you could throw it in. And we have a long break between Kansas City to our next tournaments where it would have worked perfectly, in my opinion. Land grab sounds pretty good. I don't really have any feedback till I play it, but I mean, I think land grab sounds pretty good, you know? The question is I wonder, no, it's probably not. I was gonna say, I just wonder if any of these could replace Team Slayer in Halo Infinite competitive, but I don't think any of them are, I don't think any of these game modes are intense enough. Like, you know, 49-49, boom, you got to get a kill, you know, the next kill is going to win the tournament, win the game, win the series. I just don't think that necessarily has this, but I do think King of the Hill sounds pretty good, and I do think land grab sounds pretty good, to where I'd even like to see land grab tested for competitive. I don't think it's going to be, from my understanding, but it's a little bit Stronghold-ish, but I feel like a little bit more basic to Stronghold, you know, like overall, it's just like you just cap all 3 and then you get 1 point. The only thing that I would say that's like interesting is like, I don't even feel like you're gonna get 11 points. Like, so at the start of the match, there are 3 neutral zones around the map. When a player captures a zone is locked. Oh no, sorry. Okay, so when a zone is okay, scratch that. When you cap a point, you get a point. You don't need all 3 to get 1. So that makes sense. I was gonna say, I was about to be like, I don't even think you're gonna get 11. That's insane. I don't know how you would get 11 points if you had to cap 3 to get 1, if that makes sense. This still looks pretty good for like competitive play though. Like I would honestly love to see that for competitive play. Okay, last Spartan, how could I? Standing, objective, survive. Last Spartan Standing is based around Lone Wolf's theme of season 2. In this free-for-all experience, 12 players spawn a big team battle maps with a confined loadout and 5 respawns. Once a player runs out of respawns and can no longer participate, they can either spectate or leave the match without penalty. If a player gets a kill in the match, they can upgrade to a different weapon, something players of Escalation Slayer will no doubt be familiar with. The match ends when there's just 1 Spartan left standing. I mean, it just gives me big team battle vibes like crazy, you know? Or not big team battle, battle royale vibes like crazy. Not quite, like, you know, I know that again, that's its own separate video and topic to come later on. It sounds good, like in terms of something fun to play. Like you know, it's like a mini, it's like a mini little battle royale. Like, let's be honest, that's what it is. It's a little warm up to the big one that's going to eventually drop. Who knows when that's going to drop, but eventually. Really cool stuff. Really looking forward to season 2. Got 2 new maps coming out. One that's for competitive, which I'm really excited for. And then, you know, a couple new game modes, you know, 2 potentially, 1 already guaranteed to be in competitive and maybe another one potentially being competitive. Let me know what you think on the game modes, what you saw in the video. Let me know if you want to see both of them in competitive, if anything should take a back seat, if anyone should have priority. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Almost there. Season 2.